Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the mini-series Love the Spread, Spread the Love. It's the first time that I've added to it in quite some time. Um, this is a wee spread that I believe that I've put together, that I've made up myself, but it may well be based on, ideas that I've seen and that I've kind of stuck somewhere. But I made this up relatively recently, just based on just to get a kind of an insight on the day. So this is called the showing up spread. Okay, so this is going to be a three card spread, guys, and it's basically a daily reading. Um, you could do it as weekly, you could do it as monthly, or whatever time period suits you. But from the position meanings that I'm going to talk about, you'll see that I use it as a kind of a daily spread. But you just alter it to suit yourself, obviously. When I say showing up, the showing up spread, by that I mean, so it's like how can you show up for yourself? So like how can you best serve yourself? How can you go about your day in order to have the best day that you can have? So if the phrase showing up is maybe a wee bit too cheesy, then you can always change that for something else as well. Um, so like I say, a three card spread, so this is going to be relatively quick. And I've been using it as a daily, so I'm just thinking about getting some insight on the day. Okay, so three card spread. So the first card is how can I best show up for myself? Okay, so how can I go about my day in order to best serve myself? How can I have the best day that I can have, and what do I need to kind of do to take care of myself? Second card is how can I how can I show up for everyone else, so those that depend on me, those that need me, you know, how can I go about my day in order to be the best person that I can for them? And then the last card, just because it's a daily reading, is, and taking everything into account, how's the day going to go? So, like I say, you could use this as a weekly spread and maybe, or even just like a weekend spread, for example. I think I used it as a weekend spread quite recently. So you're just interchanging the word day for week or weekend or whatever. So the first card, how can I best show up for myself? So here we've got the strength card, and the strength card is at the heart of showing up for yourself. It's all about self-confidence, believing in yourself, knowing your own worth, and not kind of a stamping on your own spirit, not stamping on your own, your own good qualities in order to save face or in order to maybe be modest, that kind of a not false modesty, but sometimes we feel we need to be like really modest and we don't want to come across like we're big-headed, and as a result, sometimes I think that we can um, we can shit on ourselves a wee bit, for lack of a better term. So don't do that, I suppose is what it's saying. We show up for ourselves by being confident in ourselves and being, fully cognizant of our own worth. How can we best show up for others, for those around about us? So this is the Seven of Wands. So this is all about standing our ground, but we could maybe look at the picture here. Now, normally we might look at this depiction and say, okay, she's fending this person off. Okay, she's taking this wand away in order to kind of stop that person from getting to their space. But maybe in this case, because we're talking about showing up for someone, it could be the opposite. Maybe it could be using the resources that you've built up in order to help. So maybe she's taking this and she's actually putting it there in order to kind of assist this person. So if someone, to me, this is someone who's going through a similar battle to what this person already has. If you find yourself, in that position where you have the opportunity to help someone through a fight that you've already gone through, then you maybe want to go and look at um, are going to want to look at using the skills and the resources that you've built up through that fight in order to kind of assist the next person, if that makes sense. So kind of paying it forward, passing it forward, that type of thing. And the last card is just how is the day going to go? with the Chariot here. This is a well shuffled deck, by the way. This wasn't in order or anything like that. It's not been in order for a very long time. So this isn't a result of poor shuffling. These are obviously meant to show up together. So we've got the strength, which is Arcanum 8. We've got the Chariot, which is Arcanum 7, and then we've also got two sevens here. So there's significance there that we can pay attention to anyway. But bringing it back to how's the day going to go, we see momentum. We see us driving our own day forward through willpower, through force of will, through using that confidence. Um, we drive our chariot forward. We don't in this depiction, using that word too much, doesn't sound like a word anymore. We don't see the we don't see wheels on the car, okay, and that kind of links to how in the Smith Waite chariot, for example, we don't actually see the sphinxes being linked to the chariot in any way. They don't appear connected. So that just gives the idea that this person is driving the chariot through the force of their will. So very much the master of our own day, a fast-paced, fast-moving, like kind of a lot's happening. And seven is it's a number of achievement and victory and growth. Growth from stability, and sometimes that can push you outside your comfort zone, but it is still a number of growth and fast-paced growth if this is anything to go by. So it looks like it's going to be a great week day ahead. So that's it, guys. That is the showing up for yourself spread. I hope that this is helpful. Hope that it's interesting for you. If you try it out and if it's good or if it's bad, if it doesn't, if you don't like it, then please do let me know in the comments. I'd be grateful to hear what you think. So until next time, guys, take care and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.